Going on to you Pisces. So you Pisces have the Six of Pentacles, the Emperor, you have the Queen of Wands, you have the Tower, you have the Two of Wands, you have the Queen of Swords, the Seven of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the Death card, and the Page of Pentacles. So for you Pisces, the Six of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Queen of Wands, a lot of you Pisces are very much so in a very good position. I'm not even going to lie to you. The Six of Pentacles, the Emperor, represents being quite good in a position of where you are, right? Where you sit, where you are in life. There's a lot of benefits that are coming in to you Pisces that a lot of you may have been planting the seeds to create that a lot of you did not necessarily tell anybody about, right? So now a lot of you Pisces are understanding that your investments did actually work, right? They did work. And that you're actually able to see the benefits of those benefits, right? So, or I should say of those things that you did in the past. The Queen of Wands represents, so now a lot of you Pisces are in a position emotionally as well, like I've been saying, to not deal with anybody. Because the reason why it is that I'm saying this to you Pisces in the first place is because the quality of the people that you are interacting with is not where it should be, right? Quality of the people that you have been meeting over the past couple of weeks it's not high, right? The Tower and the Two of Wands is about how, you Pisces may want to date and all of that, but from your own findings, your own discovery, you're realizing that they may not necessarily be the best people for you to find yourself being in a relationship with, right? The Tower, the Two of Wands, because every time that happens, you Pisces find out something about this person that is essentially a deal breaker. You can't be with them because maybe they have offspring with somebody else. You can't deal with them because they are disrespectful. You can't deal with them. So the thing is that the Tower and the Two of Wands represents you having to essentially hold out until you find someone good enough. Okay, the Tower represents you. You're in a position where you're good mentally, physically, financially, right? Spiritually, you're good. But a lot of you Pisces have to understand that you will be better off if you waited. Because if you don't and you just get with somebody, you're going to have a lot of problems the same way that you did prior to. Remember, Pisces, Virgo rules over sadomasochism. So a person in a relationship with you, the way that they'll interact, that's my cat, the way that they'll interact is they'll interact with you very dysfunctionally, right? So you can't bring in this quality of person, right? Call themselves trying to be with you. It'll mess up everything that you've built. And the Queen of Swords represents just that, right? Be aware of what's going on, but understand that even though that's the case, don't waste your time being too precautious. So the Seven of Wands, you'll know your opportunity to get with somebody that's high quality when you Pisces see it. You just haven't found a person yet. And a lot of you Pisces realize this yourselves. A lot of you may be a little bit annoyed at the fact, Seven of Wands, right? Look at how this person is trying to run the other animals off, right? You're aware that not everybody is on point. Look at that. You're aware that not everybody is on point. You're aware of this. So a lot of you Pisces understand that you cannot date anybody. So a lot of you have decided to embrace that, right? And to actually find the person that's built for you, the Ace of Cups, because a lot of you Pisces may be in love quickly. A lot of you Pisces may tend to wanna be in love hard, love somebody with everything you got. And a lot of people, you realize that a lot of people don't necessarily respect that. They're not going to respect the fact that you love someone with everything that you got, right? Especially you higher level Pisces. Because when you're on a lower level, Pisces tends to cheat. But when you're on a higher level, you will love someone with everything that you've got, right? The Death card represents how, the Death card is really about how you have changed in a lot of ways that you needed to, right? The Page of Pentacles, you're being more educated, like I was talking about. You're being more educated. Look at the graduation gown and cap, right? Right? The degree, right? Right? It represents you're being more economical. You're being more aware of the quality of the people that you interact with. It's not going to be about as soon as you meet those people, you're just into them automatically. A lot of you Pisces are learning that you do have to take time to get to know them. Otherwise, it can cause serious problems down the line, because the person will be playing games with you and tell you anything that they think that you want to hear, just to see if you gonna buy it. And then you Pisces go ahead and buy it and say, okay, cool, you getting down with it. And then the next thing you know, they turn into a monster afterwards, right? Start being disrespectful to you just out of nowhere. So let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the Ace of Cups. So to clarify the Ace of Cups, right? You have the Queen of Cups, the Two of Swords, then you have the Strength, and then you have the Nine of Swords. So I'm seeing how the Queen of Cups, like I said, right? When you love someone with everything you have, everything you are, everything you've got. But the Two of Swords, it has to be a relationship that challenges you to get better, right? Pisces is like that. Pisces represents that, right? Y'all represent when y'all get with someone and the person elevates you because they inspire you to become better. You become better because the person inspires you to, right? But when you Pisces meet with somebody, or you are hanging out with somebody and they're dysfunctional, you can tend, depending on if you're higher or lower octave Pisces, you can tend to be down in the dumps just like them, dysfunctional just like them. So the Strength and the Nine of Swords is about how you Pisces understand that, you have to be independent and interdependent on what your partner is doing in the perspective of, right, in the particular avenue, of if they're high quality or not. If they start off good and then they start being dysfunctional, you can't allow yourself, Pisces, to get caught up with that. You will allow the other person to fall by the wayside, even though you may be trying to tell them, hey, listen, you may want to start doing better. You may tell the other person to do better, but if they continue to fall by the wayside, continue to be dysfunctional, continue to betray your trust, you Pisces you're better off going off by yourself and getting to find someone new, or finding someone new and getting with them. And the thing about it is the Nine of Swords, because that's what it is that you Pisces would be better off doing, instead of being so attached to what the other person is doing, so much so to where even if the person switches up somewhere along the lines of that relationship, now all of a sudden you start being dysfunctional just like them. No, sometimes you can't take everybody with you, So let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify some more of these cards. Let's clarify the Page of Pentacles. So to clarify the Page of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, and then you have the Judgment. Right. So because this speaks about how, like I said, Queen of Pentacles, things are going well for you. Well planned out, well made, right? But the Eight of Wands represents, as long as you remain true to yourself, things are going right, because you, Pisces, are actually doing the things that you needed to do when you got out of your last relationship with somebody, right? Or would-be relationship, right? If you were getting to know them, you got out of it. And when you got out of it, you started to actually address directly the things that you needed to. See, a lot of times when people get themselves in relationships, they decide that they don't have to address any of the issues. That's why in a relationship, sometimes people will be like, oh, let me get back to this. I've been slacking on this. I haven't been keeping on track with this. And it's like, well, why haven't you? And this is what I'm talking about. Why is it that we gotta, sacrifice on certain elements just because we're in a relationship? If you're in a relationship, you stopped, you stopped working out. And then because you've been so caught up with love and being in love, to now all of a sudden it's like, oh, now that you got out of a relationship, now it's, oh, I gotta slim down or whatever. It's like, no, you need to be working out while you're in a relationship. This is why it is I tell y'all, don't talk to the person every single day when y'all first start out, right? Don't talk to the person every single day when y'all first start out. Don't do that, because when y'all are doing that, when y'all are talking to the person every single day, you remember, everybody got 24 hours in a day, right? Right? Everyone has the same time. Everyone has 24 hours in a day. But if you're setting aside so much time every single day towards talking to the person, right? Seeing the person every single day, that's cutting into your own productivity. You can't do that every day. It's not realistic to do that every day. Of course, you start to slack off because you're not paying attention to yourself in much detail as you should, if if you wasn't talking to them every day. Because the days that you're not talking to them is the days that you get right back onto the routines of what you were slacking the day prior to. But the Seven of Pentacles and the Judgment represents, but a lot of you Pisces, you still want love, understandably so, and you should continue to pursue it. But at the same time, the Judgment represents, you just have to be very clear, right? In the sense that understand what it is, like I said, what it is that's understand what someone looks like when they are a diamond in the rough, and understand what someone looks like when they are someone that you should stay away from them. Because everybody wants to be diamonds in the rough, or known as that, including the dysfunctional people. But at the same time, right, sometimes you'll be able to see a dysfunctional individual just by looking at them. And then sometimes some people who are dysfunctional will appear to be upstanding, decent people. So you have to really understand the differences between the two. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. I just want to say that you Pisces are most definitely on the right track. Peace.